What's up, my dudes? My name is Mr. Turley, and this is the track review of the JGT Compound. So, pretty freaking amazing looking track right here. Just so many unique rough sections and unique jumps, and there's so many sections on this track that I've never seen on a motocross track before, so it's really cool. When in doubt, scrub it out, you know what I'm saying, boys? So, a ton of fun scrub jumps, fun whip jumps, and it's just like it's got every kind of motocross section kind of thrown into one track. It's super unique, and just the design and the layout of it is so different from a lot of tracks, and it's a ton of fun, man. It really is. But going off the track like Ronnie Mac, bro, but winging it, bringing it back on. So this was like my second or third lap ever, so I was a little on the clueless side on some of these jumps, as you can see, casing the living crap out of that one. I don't know how I didn't just die instantly, but that jump right there is a little more meant for a 450, I think, but it's kind of one of those bigger quads or whatever. But the 252 stroke's a lot of fun on this track, though, because it can take these big rough bumps and stuff, and it's so nimble it can just go right through the ruts. And meanwhile, sliding down the hill, don't know what the heck I was doing right there, but yeah, the 252 stroke, man, it's just so nimble, but it still has enough power to hit all these jumps. So it's not like, except that one little quad off that straightaway I was telling you guys about a while ago, it just doesn't quite. I mean, I could probably tune it a little bit and give it a little more top speed and it could do it, but it just doesn't quite have that top speed as the 450 has on that one particular section, but it's pretty gnarly anyways. Like, so, and I mean, I cased right on the top of it and didn't die, so I guess it's not that bad. But yeah, dude, ton of fun, unique jumps like that right there, man. I don't even know how you would think to ever make a jump that like that. It just so many unique, like it had to take a lot of time to really think about all these jumps and sections and stuff, because they're so different from any other track. And it's not like you can just look up some motocross track and go, okay, that's how I'm going to build these. Like, these have never been on a motocross track before. They're just very, very unique, and so many different, like, kinds of jumps, though, so you got to be kind of careful if you don't know the track, because it can be a humongous jump or that you got to hit wide open, or it can be pretty small, you know, or it could be like this right here that looks like a 250-foot jump, but you know, it's just a tiny little single that you're supposed to roll. And that jump right there is hella deceiving, boys. Be careful on it. It's one of those that it just, you go up a humongous face and you think, oh god, I got to hit this thing wide open, you know, 7th gear, and hit like a 200-foot tabletop, and it just drops right off to a single. So you just go flying right off the track. So there's a few jumps like that on this track, so you got to be kind of careful. But at least for the first couple laps on it, and then you kind of start learning it a little bit. But yeah, a lot of fun, though. I like how he's kind of broke up some of these bigger jumps with having a couple of smaller jumps here and there as well, and then some more like medium-sized jumps and stuff. It's a very well-made motocross track overall, and just very unique, very different from lots of other motocross tracks, you know, like this right here. Really fun long whoop roller section. And check this out, boys. Another one of those that just looked like a triple or a double or something, so I just hit it wide open, and nope, the corner's right there. Like, the corner's literally right after that jump. So as you can see, I've not rode very many laps on this track. That's another one of those I thought was a little bigger, but you're really just supposed to like barely hit it, and then you drop down, and then you hit that double right there. So but yeah, this jump over here, you got to be really careful, because look at that, though. I mean, it literally just looks like a jump, but no, it's just a single. You're supposed to roll it. So you got to be careful, man. I don't know how you would take that inside rut on that corner. You would literally have to like crawl over that jump to be able to hit the inside rut. So but yeah, this is a humongous compound, though. I mean, there's so many tracks. I'm just reviewing this main motocross portion of it right here, this longer motocross track that's like in the middle of it. So but yeah, a lot of very unique rough sections, and it probably looks really gnarly, like really rough, but it actually doesn't feel that bad. Like, it's, I don't know, he's like got the roughness spaced apart enough to where it doesn't like kill you, you know. It's not like a million rough bumps kind of close together and makes it really hard, because that's how some AMA tracks are, you know. They get a lot of roughness kind of close together, and that's what makes it kind of tricky. But the roughness is kind of spread apart, so it's kind of more like hitting rollers than it is hitting roughness, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit easier than it looks. So But yeah, I mean, off track, he's got the nice trifecta of the on track dirt with the off track dirt and then the grass. That always looks good. So yeah, just tons of different options in the corners as well, though. I mean, inside ruts, outside ruts. A lot of these corners have 3 ruts in the corners, and I always say that's about as good as you can get, is that 3 rut action, because I mean, that's just enough options, but not having to have the track too wide to fit any more ruts, you know. So it makes sense just having 3 ruts. But this is that one section right here, you got to just hit it wide open. You got to be careful because those barriers will trick you up pretty quick right there too. So I like how he's kind of strategically kind of put the barriers on the track and stuff, so you got to be really careful. You definitely can't really cut the track anywhere, so it would be really fun to race on this track too. So let me play this back in some third person here, show you guys some different stuff. But yeah, check this out. Like, this is the main track right here that I'm reviewing, but look at all these other tracks. I mean, there's this big like sand supercross something over here, and then some kind of freestyle tabletop practice. I don't know what the heck that is over here, and then we got a little sand track, goes into another sand supercross track, and then another supercross track, a little freestyle course, freestyle jump over here, a little, I don't know if that's a 50 track or what that is, but this compound is absolutely humongous. So if you don't have somewhat of a mediocre computer, it's probably going to lag quite a bit for you. I would say I have pretty much a mediocre computer, maybe a little more to the upper end. I've just got a decent graphics card. I don't have like a good processor or any of that kind of stuff. So but I noticed a little bit of lag on it, but not too bad. So I think it's good because he didn't put like a ton of off-track stuff. It's pretty basic grass, and then the dirt. You know, there's not like a million different kind of decals and statues everywhere. He limited it pretty good, but anytime somebody makes a big compound like this, it's a whole lot better to just make every track separate so that you're not trying to, like, you know, take up all that space just with every track on one track, if you know what I mean. That definitely, but then you don't have the compound vibe, you know what I mean? You don't have it to where you can like go from one track to another seamlessly, so you kind of miss out on that when you make separate tracks, but they all run very smooth when you make them separate. So it's just kind of a little bit of a balancing act there. But yeah, so let me get over and show you guys me casing this jump. I don't know how. I mean, I really don't. I don't know how in the heck I did not die on this. So you come out of that corner like, you know, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th gear wide open, just going through the trees, and you hit this sucker over here. Look at this. Dad? Oh my gosh. Case the crap out of it, bro. I've never hit a jump literally full blast on a 252 stroke max gear and case right on the top of something and not die. Like, I've never been able to do that before. That's the first time that's ever happened. So but yeah, a ton of fun jumps, man. Slide down the hill like a boss, didn't even fall down. So didn't even dismount, I should say. You could kind of consider that a fall down. But yeah, so fun track. Definitely everything looks great. Even this corner, I mean, it's kind of got like 4 rut action going on. You can kind of take the inside, but I mean, look how unique all these rough sections are. Like, it's rougher over here and smoother over here because that's the outside. You know, it takes longer to get to the outside. So he's done a pretty good job balancing all the little sections out and stuff. And these ruts are a little smaller right here. He's just got a nice variation of every kind of section and roughness and all that good stuff. This little wall right here is pretty fun because he's got ruts going up the face of it. And oh man, I just love jumps like that. But this tabletop right here is kind of cool. It's got a humongous landing, and yeah, man, pretty cool track overall. But let me give you guys a big look at the whole compound. I'm just reviewing this one little nationals track here. I'm not actually reviewing any of the other separate tracks. So but check this out, boys. I mean, a full compound. Like, this is a big place right here. We're only on this little motocross track over here. So anyways, I'm going to give this track definitely a 10 overall, just for the creativity and the unique sections on this track. It's always fun to see really cool tracks and stuff like this. So be careful on this jump, because guess what? It's just a tiny little single. So but yeah, so definitely 10 overall. And I'm going to say the difficulty, I'm going to say it's hard. So anyways, I appreciate all you guys watching these videos, and I'll keep on making them. Thanks, guys.